some of the things that are going on. I'm sorry, like the light is like right there in our faces. That light's like, don't look at the light. So the Kickstarter has started on a very slow process, but I understand because we did start it. The month of June has been a stickler. So it's been a rough month for all of us, and that is okay. But I do want to express to you that by funding the Kickstarter, you're not going to get charged until the closing date. So whatever you fund, whatever you support today, you will not get charged until July 21st of 2022. Now, with that being said, I started using the prototype journal, which is what I mean by prototype was like this is the first one that I created alongside beautiful Diane, who has been helping me on this magnificent journey. So I started today to script in the Scripting Your Soulmate into Existence journal. Now, I want to emphasize because a lot of people feel like this is very like niche, like, oh, it's just for your soulmate. I want to express to you that it's not just about your soulmate. This journal, in the many, many years that I've been working with spirituality, all of your lives are very kind of steered by your significant other, right? This is not just your lovers, your partners, your spouses. This is also your friends, your co-workers. So by working with this scripting, and especially with the massive energy and vibration that I just found, I was so excited. I shared it on Patreon. I don't think any of my Patreons really grasp that. Until you fully align with that vibration and that frequency and you start really acting upon this method, you will not grasp it until you witness the changes in your life. Now, I'm going to share with you a story that I've been listening to over and over. Now, when we are working in our lives, changing our lives, manifesting what we desire, we tend to listen to videos, right? You'll listen to this video one time. And half of you, actually, 99.9% of you won't even look at this video. You'll maybe look at it for a second, 2 seconds. That's it. You're done. I'm boring. You don't care. It's not catching your attention. And that happens because the human mind right now, it's very hard to take their attention, to capture their attention. That's why you see that these YouTubers, the content creators, the ones that are making YouTube as their jobs, as their careers, they go above and beyond to make all these pretty videos and, you know, create a lot of illustrations and the sound effects and the popping stuff in your face so to catch your attention because you are so mind controlled. Yes, I'm saying this. You are mind controlled. You're so mind controlled that you cannot pay attention. You need people to be, you know, are you getting it now? And I'm telling you this because I see it in my kids and my grandkids, and I'm constantly sharing this with you all. Now, mind you, I'm almost 50 years old. I'm in a very different time frame. I come from a very different generation. We didn't have all of this technology crap when we were growing up. We were simple. We were basic, which a lot of people are like, you're so basic, that's so bad. Well, we were basic and we loved it. Let's make a sound. So now in order to do these things, you need to go above and beyond. I'm not going to change who I am and how I do things to get your attention because I'm in my vibration, which I absolutely love. And you could either jump on my, plane, take the journey, absorb what you are meant to absorb, or you could stream through. That's on you. The point of this manifestation, it is that it is so simple, yet so powerful. And I have a beautiful, and I have to find her name. I will link her below. I got to start writing little notes of all the stuff that I'm linking below because then I will forget. She is kind of like my marketing partner, I'm gonna say, because I can't say she's an assistant because she's really great. And her podcast is all love. Okay, so I'll link her below. She's really fun, and she has to do with music, and it's super funny because I'm working with the Love Goddess scripting journal, and her podcast is all about love. But she's great at marketing. That's not my forte. That's actually, I suck at marketing. And you could tell because I've been at 1,000 subscribers forever, and I will get some here and some will leave. It'll play like the little balance, up down, up down. And that is okay because now I have someone that's going to do that aspect, and I'm great. So I have different marketing individuals that are working on my social, so I don't have to do that part. My part is creating the content. The reason why I'm sharing this with you is because we talked about delegating things in your life. And sometimes we get so overwhelmed by our responsibilities and our to-dos that we do not, you know how many times I get people tell me, Daisy, I don't have time to script. I don't have time. And then I'm thinking to myself, because this happened to me too, so you just don't care about shifting your reality. You don't care about a better life. You rather just be the shrimp on the ocean and the waves just kind of taking you wherever they want to take you, because that's what the shrimp do. I never knew that, but there's a saying is como el camarón que el viento se lo llevó. That is 98.9% of humanity, because less than 2% of humanity is in control of their reality. And so being someone that has been trying to shift her life into a blissful plane where I fully manifest only what I want, only what I intend, and getting away from that, this manifested, but that didn't. Wanting like, okay, this is what I want. Okay, happen. This is what I want. Okay, happen. Okay. Really wanting that stability. That's the word that I'm looking for. Synchronicity, along with, of course, this major shift that we are undergoing in 2020. So if you saw the predictions that I shared with you in the last, the predictions for 2020 for 2022, I said that 2022 was going to be a year of changes. So in this beautiful energy of the changes that are coming into our lives, we need to take action. We need to realize what is being shared with us. So when we see certain videos, certain books, people that enter our lives and are trying to get our attention to express stuff to us, don't push them away like another TikTok video. Really pay attention, because you don't know what messages Spirit is trying to express to you. You're so busy in your life, you don't want to take control. And I am here trying to dumb it down for you so you could take full control of your reality. For one thing, my life is shifting in such a magnitude. I was so emotional today because I have been trying to do something. I made a major shift. I went from my 9 to 5 that I loved. I feel like, I don't know if it was the whole COVID thing. I can't go to work. My body can't do it. I can't be on my feet for more than 2 hours because they start aching. It could be that I'm fat. Which is something else I'm working on. I have shedded a few pounds, but I don't feel it's that, because I've always been chunky. So I don't feel that has to do with what is going on. I feel like just is not meant to be, like I'm not meant to work. Even though I loved it, I loved my job. It wasn't like I was working. I really love my job. But yes, we work our asses off. So it's like my body's like, no, forget about it, Daisy. It's not for you anymore. So I did change a lot of how I did my work on Etsy. Etsy went through this huge change. So there was, a bit of chaos. And then I don't have to tell you, our planet is undergoing, how many times I have my beautiful Patreons that tell me, Daisy, I can't afford the $22 this month. And I understand. I believe you, because when we go to the grocery store, you can't buy anything with $20. As a matter of fact, my flowers are $20 a week. You know, the flowers that I use for my altars, and more than $20 a week. So calculate, I'm spending $100 just in flowers a month. So these are things that before weren't like that. I remember they were like 12 bucks. I remember that. And that, so we have to kind of, what happens is that we become dire, we become afraid. And this is why I wanted to start early, because I feel like, you know, even if you're not here live with me, I feel like some of you come back later and you'll rewatch it, you know, especially you that you're supporting, you're working on your lives, you're creating these shifts, and you're honing in on this beautiful, beautiful manifesting technique. Today is July 1st, my friends. Let me show you what I'm talking about, synchronicity. Let me just blow your socks off. I don't know if you remember, a few weeks ago I showed you my Harry Potter video. I'm sorry, journal. And I told you, and I started it maybe a month or 2 months ago. I journal a lot. I have my scripting journal, and then I have my journal. I have two different journals, right? So why is that? If you were part of Patreon, I don't know if I put it as public, but I shared a video on how important it is to have two journals for your scripting and for your actual thoughts and what you write, your manifestations, and all of that good stuff. So my journal is done. Like, I don't have a page in there. And I like to always leave a little bit, because I do go back to my journals and add new notes, add pictures, you know. I like to give it that extra energy. You know, they become like my confirmations of what I manifested. And I was just like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. And I'm the type of person that I'll go to like Ross and TJ Maxx. My daughter today happened to go shopping. And here, and these are little things, okay? So some of you, like I said, some of you, to you might not be important, because you're like, okay, whatever, it's just a journal. But it is not just a journal. It is all the details that my scripting, my manifesting, my creating my own reality puts into what I am manifesting. I'm creating actually a whole other channel. I think it's going to get to the point that this channel is going to be like part of like just like my rituals and stuff. And I'm doing a whole other channel just on manifesting and scripting. That's still kind of like in the back, because I don't want to just throw it out there and then, you know, it's something I want to put effort to add stuff to. So that's a, you know, work in progress. Let's look at this journal that my daughter just bought for me today. She didn't ask me. She didn't say, hey, Mom, do you need a journal? She didn't ask me. She didn't tell me yesterday, hey, Mom, I'm going to go shopping tomorrow. Do you need for me to get you a journal? Hey, Mom, I noticed that all your scripting stuff is roses. I'm going to go get you a journal with roses. That didn't happen either. This is a journal that my daughter got for me. These are the little things that blow my mind when we start working with this method that I shared with you all a couple weeks ago on Patreon. And I didn't get a lot of feedback from you guys. I think Diane was the only one, because she's like really working with me on this. I think Diane was the only one. And why? Because you guys are melting. Because you're allowing the bullshit that is going on in life to steer your ship, and you're not taking control of what you are actually responsible to change. And when I learned this, when I got to the point, because I knew about manifesting, but I still felt like it was very like, I'm gonna ask God and the angels, you know. How many of us feel like that? Daisy, go do a spell for me. I can't light a candle. Only you could do it. Only you have the power. You don't know how many people come to me and they're like, pray for me. Because they feel like their prayers don't get answered. And there's more to that. And this is why I want to create a whole channel, because I've learned so much. And I have a huge, huge thing that I'm working on that I want to share with you guys that I'm just like, oh my God. Anyways, going back to my journal. I want you to notice. What is this? Roses. I posted this earlier today. What is on there? Roses. Can you make this shit up? You can. I couldn't make this up even if I wanted to. So she shows up and she's like, Mom, she didn't even get it because of the roses. What captured her were, look how beautiful. Look at the pages. They're like a peach, like a pretty, almost like a vintage pink, almost peachy type color. And they have white lines. Beautiful, beautiful journal. I'm just like, oh. So when I saw this, she freaked out because she's like, I don't think you're gonna like it. She told me, she's like, I don't think you're gonna like it, Mom. Because she went and she got herself a cute little Hello Kitty and an avatar. And she's like, I saw this for you and you're not gonna like it. And she does not know what this means to me. Like, it's crazy. Not only that, earlier today, I got magnificent news from one of my clients. She messaged me that something that she has been really, really wanting to manifest. She got a little more serious with her scripting. She said, Daisy, nothing crazy. I don't want you to think that I'm scripting like you, because I'm not. And I love that you guys are so honest with me, because you know I'm honest. I'm going to tell you the truth. I have my days. I don't remember what month it was, a couple months ago. It might have been June or April. I can't really remember, that I was so hermit. And I think I said to you guys, I said, hey, I'm going into hermit because I just needed that time off. I just needed that me time. And it was like, I feel like it was that major shift of all of the things that are unraveling in our lives. And we're still going through it, because what happens is, my friends, when we're undergoing these massive shifts and changes, they do deteriorize us. They put our energies down, they put our levels down. And I know a lot of people, when you come to me, you think I'm too blunt or I'm too honest. I get that all the time. Even when I do readings for some people can't handle it. You know, that's why you could get a reading. You don't have to get a reading. It's okay. You know, I totally understand. Sometimes we don't want honesty. You know, I remember in the beginning, I remember, I'm going to tell you a story. Lots of stories, right? So my ex-BFF, her husband was not only cheating on her, but he had an entire family outside of their relationship. Mind you, she's married, she has children with him, they have a life together, home, house, cars, the whole shebang, the American dream, yada yada. So I'm doing a reading for her, and she saw, because I'm very emotional. You can see the features in my face. It's very hard for me to lie. So she's like, oh my God, what did you see? And I was like, Mind you, this was way back in the early 2000s. And I wasn't like really pursuing my reading. You know, this was like friends, family, this one told this one, this neighbor told that one. And that's how I would do my readings. It was kind of like a word of mouth thing. And as she was my best friend, and it's super funny, it's sad that we kind of lost that connection, because I feel like everybody that is my friend, even family, they're with me because they know what I do, and they're always like thinking, or they'll come up to me and ask me, oh my God, this is happening in my life. What do you see? What do you think? What do you know? Because they automatically assume, because you have that gift that you're constantly just seeing, and you're constantly just looking, and you're constantly just knowing, and sometimes you just want to be. So that's just a whole other thing. She wasn't like that. She was never like that. She never, on the contrary, I would have dreams and tell her, or I would see things, But we were doing readings that time. I think I read her and her sister. It was kind of like we were having coffee. We're going to do readings. It was like a full moon energy type thing. It was like not planned. And I finally told her, I said, look, I'm going to be honest. This is just what I see. It doesn't mean that it's true. I see that your husband has a whole other family. He has a woman. I see kids. I see the whole shebang. She tells me, and this is going to sound horrible. Sorry if any kids are on this channel. She said, Daisy, my husband sees through my pussy. Meaning that he was obsessed with her, you know? And he was. He was, because he absolutely adored her. I adored him. I thought he was wonderful. Best man in the world. All right, time goes, a week goes, a month goes, because this is readings, people. And none of you grasp that. You come to me, you're like, Daisy, I want a reading. And you're expecting to find out the shit that's happening right now. And Spirit will tell you a couple things. But then they start sharing with you stuff that's going to happen in 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, 3 months, 4 months. And that moment, you don't give a crap, because you're not focused on that. You're focused on this. Every single time I get this from so many people. A few months later, we're going to buy coffee. She has a face. She's dying to tell me something. I'm oblivious. I don't know what's going on. Oblivious, sorry. And we're drinking our coffee, and she pulls out a letter, and I'm like, what's that? And she's like, what does it look like? And I was like, I don't know, some kind of survey. She goes, yeah, but for what? I said, I don't know, a hotel? I didn't know. I didn't know what she was showing me. So she's like, yeah, this is my husband. And I was like, nah, we saw that crap forever ago. That was bullshit. We were like, she's like, Daisy, stop it. This is happening. I was like, no, there's no way. You're absolutely right. He doesn't, there's no way. He had a whole other situation going. So the reason I'm sharing this with you is because Spirit will share things with us, and it's not to hurt us, it's to prepare us. Because I feel that because I'm looking at her life and I'm looking at things that they share with me, people, if I prepare for those things, then we would not be in situations that we sometimes reside in. So being able to create our own reality, and also having that intuitive spiritual guide always around us, sharing with us, what we need to act on, what we need to do, is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So yes, this is just a journal with some roses on it, but it was a gift from a higher power, from an energy that knows what I wanted and what I needed at the precise moment, because I stopped writing in my journal last night because I had no more room last night. And today I was like, where am I going to get a journal? I'm going to have to order one on Amazon. You guys are probably asking me, so why don't you just go to the store? It was because my car's still in the shop. So yeah, that's a whole other story. Anyways, today is July 1st. And I had expressed to you all that I was going to share with you a really important way to script a month in advance. I want you to grasp that. We are scripting what is next month? August. Am I right? So today is July 1st. You are scripting for August. Welcome. Oh, Gabby, thank you. That was you, right? On the backers, I saw. Thank you. Okay, so scripting, before I was sharing with you guys, I'm super happy and grateful now that we don't do that anymore. We are completely changing it. Now, don't get me wrong. You always write gratitude. You're always happy and grateful. You're always excited. And you always want to write. You start writing something that has already occurred. This is very important, because what happens is if you're just writing all the things that you desire without incorporating gratitude, without incorporating things that had already happened, it's going to be harder to manifest. Okay. Now, I want to see if I could turn all this around so I could show you. We're gonna start. I'm sorry, I don't mean to shake you guys. Here we go. All right, sorry, takes forever. Like I said, me and technology. Yeah. Okay, so really grasp this. Take your time. If you have to come back later and rewind, do so. These are printables that are I can't speak today, guys. No English today. These are printables that are up on our Patreon page. Now, for you beautiful Patreons that have the 222 tier, you get all the printables. But the scripting lessons and all of that is for the 555 tier. Regardless, this is in the Patreon everybody tier. So just wanted to make sure that you know. Now I created different ones in roses because the theme of my scripting is all different roses. These I think are peonies, and here are more roses. So I love flowers, can you tell? Okay. Now, this is what we're gonna do. And sometimes we need to, and I tell you this, and I get repetitive, is because, like I said, you guys have the monkey mind, and we all do. I have the monkey mind too. And we're constantly being kind of mind controlled by everything going on, by situations in our personal life, by the media, and don't tell, and a lot of people are like, Daisy, I don't watch news. Oh, you're on the media, honey, because if you're on TikTok, Instagram, here on YouTube, you are on the media. We're always on the media. So we have to take ourselves out of that. And what I did is in the background, dun, 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 I have the solfeggio frequency. I think it's 999, which is a vibration of manifestations. It is not very loud. So it's just kind of like to flow. Now, this is what you're going to do. I know today is July 1st, but we are scripting from a future tense, okay? Now, it's hard to explain, and this is why I am showing this to you. So you are going to write August 1st, 2022. Okay? You're going to take your printable, or, because remember this is the scripting, so make sure, give me a second. She called me, like we're not in the same house. All right, sorry guys. My daughter forgot that I was live, so please, I apologize for that. Okay, so, and I will be sharing more videos for us Patreons just on this. Here we're kind of interacting, and all right. So you're writing. I want you to take in, like if you were in August. We are writing from the vibration of August 1st, 2022. And then I want you, I am truly excited, happy, and grateful that on July 1st, Gabriella became a backer on my Kickstarter campaign. Now, this really happened because beautiful Gabriella is a wonderful backer on my Kickstarter campaign. So then what you want to write is how that made you feel, or what were the ideas, or just write, just kind of think about all the things that you want to manifest in this radiant month of July, but you are writing it as if it has already occurred, as if you are sitting August 1st, 2022, journaling about what occurred in the month of July. So now I'm going to get sassy. The 9th of July 1st, 2022, right after my campaign had only 3 backers, I am blessed because on that night, 5 other backers supported my Kickstarter campaign. Now, like, I'm here with you guys, so it's not like I'm not flowing. The whole point of this is you want to be in a very flowing. You don't want to pause. You want to just flow. You want, just like you're journaling, almost like I get to such a point that it almost, I don't know how to explain it. Let me explain what's going to happen. You're going to start doing these scriptings, and then I have a meditation for you Patreons, for you beautiful Patreons, that you're going to start to use every night. And what you're going to start noticing certain confirmations of things that you scripted, things that you visualized, things, little details that you added in the pretense of already occurring that are going to be confirmed in your reality. Because see, no one ever told us, no one, no school, no teacher, no parent, no religion ever told us that we are in control of our reality. Now, I'm not a science type person, but even me, that I don't have that scientific knowledge, I know that everything is constantly moving. That if we are to break down, even the solid wall is in vibration. With that being said, our timelines are constantly shifting. That's why that be careful what you wish for, because it might just come through true, is very true. And what that means is if we are focusing on what we don't want, that's what we're constantly bringing into our lives. And I don't have to share this with you for you to understand, because I want you to take this moment and look at someone you know that is in a dire situation. And I want you to see, when you have conversations with this individual, what they're constantly saying. And you will notice that those individuals are constantly talking about their dire situation. How bad the world is, how it's all the government's fault, how they're constantly blaming everything and everyone about their dire situation. And like, for example, for me, I try to really detach myself from that vibration by not talking to these people. But sometimes it's hard because we sometimes live with them. I had to tell my husband the other day because I'm working really hard on losing. I have to lose 50 pounds. Like I have to. It's like a health thing. And I noticed that I have this thing, and I know, and you even, I'm sure you noticed it on this video because I even said it, called myself chunky. So we don't do it on purpose. It's not like how do I explain? It's not like I'm being like negative because I'm saying like a funny thing, like, ha ha ha, look at me, I'm chunky. I'm not trying to be mean to myself. It's not like I'm sad about it or depressed because I'm not that type of person. I'm an optimist. I'm always like really happy. But I want to lose because I have to lose those 50 pounds, right? Yet I'm calling myself chunky. You know? Now I know I can't, like, I know that, okay, I can't tell you guys that I'm skinny because you're looking at me, right? But it is okay. It is okay for you to say, I am so grateful that in the month of July, I lost 15 pounds. It was incredible. By July 15th, I had lost 15 pounds. It felt so good. I had more energy. My clothes felt loose. I am excited about my health journey. You see how I did that? Everything, I wrote the date. I wrote it in past tense. That is the magic. That's the magic. So I want you to take this beautiful printable that I shared with you guys, and I want you to think about what you want to manifest this month of July 2022. And then I want you to write it. You're going to write your date, August 1st, 2022, because we are shifting reality. Energy, we are August 1st, 2022. We are scripting the reality of what we want to manifest in the month of July. I guarantee that if you do this, when we chat again in August, you'll have some stories. As a matter of fact, I want you to email me your stories because I love to hear them. Oh my God, I love to hear your stories. I love it when you guys tell me like this guy that I'm working in Guan, like the way he messaged me, the messages I sent him. I think a lot of people sometimes message me and they think that I'm not going to help them or I'm not going to reply, because you get a lot of that. And then I think they freak out when I do message them. And then when I'm like, they haven't messaged me because they think like they're bothering me, and I'll message them, hey, it's been a week. What happened? What happened? Just, you didn't message me back. You didn't tell me what happened. What occurred? Did you do it? Did you get it? Think hard. And then we're going to do a list. Five things. July 2022. Think about what you want, the 5 major goals that you have for the month of July 2022. I'm going to put lost 15 pounds. Always writing in past tense. Gained 100 backers on Kickstarter. Launched my new YouTube channel. It's your list. You don't have to share this with nobody. Nobody has to see it. You could write, I made $10,000 in sales in the month of July 2022. This is for you. It's going to cease to amaze you, because you're going to get to the point that you're going to notice little things like losing weight. Like, you're not even like, you know, like I said, I'm trying to refocus because I still say stupid things like I'm chunky. So, and I had to tell my husband too, because we joke about it. It's like a joke for us because he has a belly, and then we'll be like, babe, we're such fat asses, you know? And, you know, it's like we're not, because we're so close. We've been together for such a long time. So it's not like we're trying to be mean to each other or anything like that. But we are still putting that vibration out there. How do I expect to lose the 50 pounds that I have to lose? Is I'm constantly calling myself chunky, or if we're saying that we're fat asses, you know? So you do have to try to catch yourself. And another thing that I do is I'll be like, delete, I'm thin. Delete. I am healthy. So I'm deleting that I said that I was chunky, deleting that I'm saying that I'm a fat ass, you know, and refocus the shift. And then this list is a list that I will look at. I lost 15 pounds in the month of July. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that in the month of July 2022, I lost 15 pounds. It makes me feel so good. I have such radiant energy. My clothes are looser. I feel great because I am healthy. I am in aligned with my divine health. I'm in perfect health. I lost 15 pounds in the month of July. Thank you. I am grateful. So you're pushing the vibration as a past tense, as a shifting the reality of creating what you desire as if it has already manifested. Because now you, in your reality, as we're doing this today, we're in August. And we're just looking back at our beautiful month of July. And we are journaling about all the blessings and all the things that occurred. And as you get better, you're going to add details. You know, I know here I was very vague because I just wrote, I'm truly happy and grateful, because it just came to me that Gabriella's here and she did become a backer today. And I'm like, which is because I was super grateful. I think when I opened my Kickstarter and I saw I had a new backer, I was so excited. And then it said Gabby, and I was like, oh my God, it's Gabriella. So I get excited for things like that. I get excited for a journal, people. I'm an optimist. So yes, it's going to be so much easier for me to manifest my intentions and desires because I am an optimist. And I'm going to honestly express, I understand. That is harder when you are in a depression state or anxiety, or you're living in a place, because I've been there. I have lived with ugly people. I understand. Or you go to work and the people are disgusting. Their energies are vile. I understand. But you do not have to give them or the situations or the places your energy, your vibration. You are the creator of your reality. And this that you're surmounting right now is part of the past. Just like if you came to me today and you got a reading, the reading is going to be to pick things that are coming into your near future. It's not really going to share too much on what's going on right now. And I know that's not what you want to hear, because that's what happens. People come to me, my husband left me. What am I going to do? Or worse, I'll do a reading and they're in a good place. They just wanted a reading because they want to see what's coming or what's going on or whatever. And I see a separation. And some of them will get mad at me. Oh my God, Daisy, but no, we're in a great place. We're in a good place. Oh, we are holding hands. We're doing awesome. And I was like, well, Spirit is showing you this to make sure you keep, doing good. They're just kind of showing you. So, whatever situation is going to unravel, that may cause, because we are the creators of our realities. We get readings because to show us. I had a reading the other day, and it said that I needed to surrender the control, because like I know you guys always tell me, you don't look like you're a controller. I'm a controller. So I tend to control certain things. So that's why surrendering the energy of flow was really hard for me to adapt. And even now, it's still an energy that I have to be constantly working on, because I like to control certain things. I like to be in charge of all of this and all that. And then when it overwhelms me, I complain. So Spirit told me, Daisy, at the end of June, the beginning of July, you must surrender, darling. Because if you want the things to fully manifest as you are trying to create it, you need to surrender. You need to let go of the reins. So that's what I'm doing. How am I doing that? Through meditation, through not overthinking, I'm just a lot of cleaning, a lot of organizing. I want you guys to really grasp all of this. I know it's a lot, and it's okay. I'm going to be showing the meditation ritual video for Patreons. Patreons, $5.55 a month. I know right now we're in a dire situation, but I have a tier for $2.22. Anyone and everyone should be able to afford $2.22 a month, and you get these beautiful printables. You get to be part of this growing community that we are connecting together. And I want to hear your stories. I know that you will have stories in August if you do this. No excuses. I send you all love and blessings, and a beautiful July 1st energy as we walk into the energy of the new moon. And I will talk to you soon.